Are you the kind of coach who has coaching clients but would like to further grow your business from this point on while keeping it simple, lean, devoid of overwhelm, while keeping it super profitable and simple, right? And are you also the kind of coach who has a powerful message to share with the world, just like myself? And you know there's this deep voice inside of you that tells you you have this beautiful gift that is waiting to go and touch people's lives, that is waiting to make such a huge difference in people's lives. And you like there's something in the middle, these little roadblocks. I'm constantly finding myself spending so much time in marketing and content and getting overwhelmed and trying to do things in order to get clients, and the amount of work that goes into getting those clients who are waiting for me to show up and hold their hand and walk them to the other side. It's not balanced. The two equations are not balanced. If that is so, this video is just for you, my friend. It landed right in your lap right now. I have been there for years and years. I've been doing sales coaching forever. They call me the Persuasion sales queen, and there's a reason. And I want to touch upon something very, very important today. You see, they told me back in the day, you got to be on 8 different social media platforms, find your distribution system, post 3 times a day, 5 times a day on every single one of them, and pretty much die. It was not in alignment with who I was. Like, it's not like you can't outsource a lot of those tasks, but the fact was, I have grown so much and I keep evolving and building new systems that are simpler, that are easier to follow. And so this was so not in alignment, because I wanted to just share with my people, with my tribe, what I was doing, what was going on in my world. So it was constant evolution, and outsourcing all this wasn't really making any sense, because I wanted to be as authentic as I could. And so I'm like, can I work with one single platform and not have to post more than once a day, maybe not more than post a couple of times a week? That's my ideal situation. So what did we do? We built some AI and automation systems. I'm a big proponent of using technology, guys, because it's smart, because it's very cost effective today. But more than the cost, what I've seen over the years is that you can just tell the technology, do this for me, and it gets done. It's productivity at its top notch. You don't have to deal with mood swings, just like Facebook mood swings, you know what I mean? You don't have to deal with low production. You don't have to deal with, oh, my child is unwell today. You don't have to deal with, and also technology can process so much information, like your Excel spreadsheets, like your like the RAM of your computer. It can process data in ways that humans literally cannot, right? So I love humans. I've got great people. I outsource some tasks when I want, but technology is something else. And if you infuse AI, and if you know how to use AI to close clients the fastest, the smartest, we all want to work smart. We don't want to work hard today, right? So that was the first piece. So I had this list of check boxes that I needed to tick off in order to arrive at this beautiful, unique, new model of client getting, which I call as the Persuasion selling methodology. More about it in a minute. The second was, they said, you need to have a really large audience, community, really large community, in order to be able to make any difference in your world, selling, client getting, and all of that, in order to turn people into premium clients. And I'm like, I will die growing the community, because I wanted to keep my business very, very lean, very, very simple, not complicated, live a life. I like to travel. I like to, I have new hobbies that I like to pursue. I learn new things very fast. I like to dabble with things. I have friends. I have a lot of spiritual stuff going on. I have a lot of meditation practices going on, and I have a lot of things to do. And so I'm like, no, this is again not aligned with me. So then I spent another couple of years trying to perfect what it is that we do today. Okay. So then we built out something called an AI community system. Now what that did is, this is so amazing. I am super proud of what really came out of this. We built a technology which actually nurtures your people. The minute they join your community, in this case, Facebook group, and we are now coming up with more. I mean, it's super juicy. It nurtures your people without you getting into their face, which is what is non-salesy being, right? You don't want to get into the face of people who don't know anything about you as yet. That's how you come across as salesy. So we remove that completely. Why should you come across as salesy in the first place, or pushy, or be chasing your people? No, sales is not about that. All those pressure tactics that all these bro marketing sales guys teach you. I have been put through those programs at some point by some influencers I was working with and learning from. And then I said, okay, this is something I do not want to do. So this is how it was like eliminated. And then we built a system which is called AI Community Building System, which actually eliminated the pressure, 100%, the pressure to post, the pressure to create content. Because it used like 5 pieces of content, strategy. Sales is just strategy steps. Follow them, like learn how to drive, right? When you learn how to drive, you know what the steps are. Someone teaches you those steps. Someone practices together with you while you're practicing those steps. And one day you like just driving. That's it. And it becomes second nature to you. Swimming, same thing. Someone shows you something first few days, first few weeks, and then you swim like a natural swimmer, right? Same thing. Sales is exactly that. So we built a pre-nurturing, pre-selling, pre-qualifying process while maintaining high touch, high rapport inside of messages, personalized. We introduced this element of personalized communication, and I'll tell you why. And that really upped our conversions, client getting, from a very, very small audience. So we eliminated the need to create large communities. It was really, really radical. And the third thing was, back in the day they said, it's tough to sell high ticket. So it's, try to sell low ticket. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm cut out for. I've got a big vision. And that big vision is not just for myself, it's to serve a very large group of women coaches. Why? Because I want to make a difference in this world. I want to help empower them to be able to make a decision, to be decision makers in their lives, to be able to make a choice in their lives, in their families, right? So the only way we can do it is to empower them with being able to translate, to be able to share the gifts that they have inside of them with the whole wide world out there. So I became like a channel, like a conduit in the middle of the two. So that's where I position myself as a sales coach, right? And so I'm like, no, high ticket should be much easier. So what we did is we built this whole persuasive sales methodology around 4 pillars, around 4 components, if I may say, okay? And the beauty of this system is, A, it makes your business super lean, super simple, super fun, while making it way more profitable. You control all the levers of your business. It's not like, oh, someone said you have to post 7 times a week, so I cannot take a holiday. Or if I'm going on a holiday, I'm traveling, I'm going out for lunch with my friends, with my kids, I still have the pressure to think of some content, some idea, because I have to put something out there, or I have to talk to my content creator and come up with something for them. No, that's not how you enjoy. That's not called building a business that brings in time freedom, money freedom. Without time and money freedom, I'm a slave to my business. I'm a slave to social media, right? I didn't want that. I don't know about you. And so what we did is we built out 4 different components. If you engaged, incorporated even one component out of these into your business, integrated it, your client getting would already double. If you did more than one, it may become 3 times, quadruple. If you engaged all 4, the beauty is the client getting system, the client conversion system starts running on autopilot, which I lovingly call as the one-step sales.ai system, because there's a little bit of technology in there, which is optional. So I'll take you through each one of these in a set of videos, make sure you binge watch all of them to understand how all the pillars work and how the pieces come together. But if I were to talk about it in one line each and how they can benefit you in your business, in your coaching business, first pillar or the first component is lead generation. You know how it brings that feeling of that sigh, right? We've completely removed that. All these things that we are asked to do, and especially on social media, and post and engage and spam people, all of that, give our lives away to social media, completely eradicated. None. No posting, no nothing required. You want to post, you post for fun. You want to share, you share for fun because you love it, because you love your tribe. So we used a little bit of technology and we're able to get any number of people in one sitting. We call them AE-fied leads. I call it audience growth because for me, leads are just humans like you and me. So you click 2 buttons and you get people into your world and you start conversating with them right away, even before they have shared their email ID with you, even before, I don't know, you've sent them a friend request and you're waiting for their approval. None of that shit. It's just, you just start conversating with them right away. And the beauty of this system is it helps you find people who are warm already. Maybe not warm to you because you will be meeting them for the first time, but they are already looking for the information, for the resource, for help on what you have on offer. Okay, that's the game changer. So your set point where you're starting out, you're starting your business, you're starting your conversation with the right set of people while eliminating all the freebie seekers who create a lot of nuisance in your life. Yeah, it's been a game changer. It's been a game changer for everybody who works with us in our ecosystem. So that's one. The second piece, so there's a whole video on how it works. Make sure you catch that. The second piece is AI communities. Communities is where money is, but then you don't have to sit in engage and wait for eyeballs and keep posting, and there's so many tactics that have been taught to us. So it's completely, everything has been eliminated. The goal is to create pre-design, and the control is in your hands, not theirs. The goal is to pre-design an experiential journey to take your people on that journey together with you. The minute they join your community, the first 7 days, listen to this, very important, so powerful. The first 7 days, the goal is to orient them to what you're about, what your values are, what your mission is, what do you do, how do you get results for your clients, what does your process look like, and orient them to that so that they can make a decision of whether they are a good fit. They can make a decision whether they are a good fit to stay with you in your work, in your community, or it's not a good fit. It's such a good way of disqualifying the wrong people and saving you so much time and resources. My gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And the third thing is my zone of genius, because that's where the money is. That's where the cash is. That's where the client getting is. That's where the real conversion is. So the third pillar, which is my favorite one of all, is building connection, personalized connection inside of DMs, inside of Messenger, inside your personalized inbox. Today, what is missing? What is missing in today's world, guys? There's only one thing. It's connection. It's personalized connection, right? So if you're able to introduce personalized connection with your people, what it does is it helps you get to know them faster. It helps them to make the decisions really fast. It keeps the conversation going. They know that you care. I mean, that's your differentiator. If you're not a Tony Robbins, if you're not an influencer, this is your edge in today's world, in today's marketing world, right? This is your edge. You can connect with them personally, which others cannot. And we use, again, some really brilliant piece of technology to do that, to make it happen. Super easy, super fun way. Keep it super simple, keep it organized, and get the results that we are after. So, and the fourth component is the AI and automation itself, which has been a game changer. A lot more goodness is coming in, and I would invite you to watch all these videos underneath all these components, underneath all these pillars. And if this system of persuasion, where we have turned around the concept of persuading and chasing your people and running after them and feeling neglected and feeling rejected and the whole sales call thing, what it does is, this is like the system pre-sells to your clients so that they close themselves for your offers and your programs and not the other way around. It's completely turned around the way, it's very feminine way of selling, okay? And I completely stand by it. And I'm the founder of Persuasion selling methodology, been practicing it for years now, work with live launch coaches, many other people. And it, you know, a lot of people told me in the beginning, it's your mindset. It's, you know, you got to fix this and you've got issues with money and that's why you're not getting sales and you got to work with this trauma, which is all fine. I mean, all of us have stuff from the past. But I can tell you one thing for a fact. After having worked with at least 500 clients, I can tell you this. Sales, or the art or the skill set of selling without selling, has nothing to do with doing mindset work. Nothing, like nothing. There is no connection. It's just a way of keeping you stuck. So when they say you do the mindset work, so you've got two choices, my friend. You've got two simple choices. Choice one, you work on yourself because someone told you that there's something wrong with you, because you've got these issues, because you've got these beliefs, and you keep thinking about them, keep bringing them. The more you think about something, the more you invite it in your life. That's law of attraction. I didn't make it up. So either you keep staying entangled in that work, seeing a little bit of change for a little while, and again to go all the way back in and stay in that rabbit hole, or you actually get the work done, take the action, you become the action taker just like I am, and you get the work done, and when you start bringing in the cash, when you start bringing in the clients, when you see that transformation, that gratitude, that whole shift in their energy, in your clients' world, and how everything has shifted in their life, everything will shift in your life automatically. There is no other way. There is no other way. It doesn't work any other way. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, right? On that note, make sure you watch all the videos, and I will see you soon again. All right.